What's going on, guys? This is Matt Marinoff, and my co-host today is Rick Hauser. You might have known him from his early days when he went by Doogie, when he was on that show, Doogie Howser. And since then, obviously, he's been pretty busy. He's been working in real estate. So let's give a little intro of who Rick is. Rick Hauser started in the real estate industry in 2003, where he acquired his skills in real estate investing. Rick took his information and his tools of a construction background and put it into flipping houses. To me, that's pretty impressive. And I know Rick's going to agree with me. There's a lot of people out there that are wholesalers that turn wholesalers, investors, and for better lack of purpose or reason, they don't have the proper training. And the majority of those wholesalers that do these rehabbers actually fail because they don't have construction background. He decided to get into the real estate industry and pursue a full-time career helping investors, buyers, sellers achieve their real estate goals, basically over the short. And he's also worked with and been involved in many short sales. Rick is somebody that I've actually spoke with over the course of, I don't even know how many years we've been friends.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, but we have spoke back and forth, and we've talked about different cases that we had. So Rick is somebody that I look to in the industry that and there's not many people I would say with peers in the industry that know what they're doing, but he's definitely one of them. Let's talk a little bit about his real estate career. Being in real estate, including in Best of the Bucks Realtors, multi-year winner in the Philly Magazine 5-star award, President Circles Club, when he worked for BHHS, Fox and Roach Realtors, and then recently moved over to a more successful broker, Homestar Realty. Rick is once established his main focus in helping distressed homeowners, where now runs a successful short sale business helping homeowners, investors achieve obviously their aspects in the industry, putting all those tools together. Rick has founded Rick Hauser Group along with the Hauser Home Restoration Inc. This guy's been in business 17 years, so let's give him a big round of applause and welcome to the show. Rick Hauser, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Look at that. You actually got a round of applause.
Look at you. How you do? You got a button over there?
I got a little button, a little tool. Listen,
I thought it was a card shuffler.
No, dude, this isn't a. I know there's like a low price show over here. We're working bare bones minimum. Rick,
Never works, man.
Absolutely, 100%. So I know we've known each other. We have to know each other for at least a minimum. I'm gonna say 8 years, maybe.
I was going to say 8 to 10. Yeah, easily, brother.
About 8 to 10 years. So I would say probably let's say 8 to 10. So I went nationwide 5 years ago. You focus in your little market, which is great. I have a team behind me that is helping people, and I have a quest because we've talked about this, where real estate agents don't want to go for continuous education credits because they're not getting their CT credits or they don't see the action added value. Tell me what your feeling is on the real estate industry. Let's talk about mainstream real estate first.
What do you mean? As far as agents go, the whole industry, or what?
As far as the industry itself, and let's talk about how agents work in mainstream environment, because we've also talked about that agents don't go for continuous training on how to become a better real estate agent, more compassionate agent, stuff like that.
Pennsylvania, here in Pennsylvania, every 2 years we have to take continuing education classes. You know what I mean? They can be done on the internet. You can pay to go to the course in the classroom, that kind of thing. It's big on ethics. They have to take the ethics course, which is great.
Right.
It can get, unethical out there sometimes, especially with this whole COVID thing that just happened. Some agents were still showing houses,
Right.
doing work when they weren't supposed to be doing that.
Right.
I see agents steering away from the short sale stuff because they quote unquote take too long. You know what I'm saying? But they don't educate themselves too much in the short sale stuff.
Right.
that's just Pennsylvania. Across the board, you would know more about that than me as far as agents go. You know, I don't deal with too many agents throughout the country like you do. You know what I mean?
Got it. Understood. So, I mean, obviously, right now we're talking about mainstream real estate in the Pennsylvania area. Specifically, you said Bucks County, correct?
Yeah, Bucks County, Philadelphia, Montgomery County is my little tri-county areas that I work. You know, I do business in Jersey, as far as the short sale stuff goes for investors. You know, and I've closed short sales throughout the country. Actually, I've closed a short sale in the CVS parking lot where the one partner was in Seattle and the other one was in Italy at the time.
Right.
So, I mean, it can be done anywhere, you know.
100%. Do you think that the majority of people are afraid of? I know we keep skating over to the distress side, but let's talk about mainstream. Do you feel that real estate in general, realtors in general, are afraid of failure, but also afraid of success?
I don't know, man. That's kind of a loaded question, really. I mean, I think realtors get into real estate. People get into real estate. Let's start from the beginning. Let's just say that you get into real estate because it's good money. Okay, it can be fast, quick money. But the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. You know, as far as real estate goes, I mean, I don't. There's so many different personalities out there of agents, man. You know, some want to do the work and put the time in. Some just don't. You know, it's you know, I'll say this flat out, man. I say it all the time, and with all due respect to the industry, they'll give a license to a monkey, okay? And but again, it's what you put into it, you know, and the time that you put into it and how you do it. People may get mad at me for saying it, but it is what it is.
Well, look, I think at the end of the day, I think the main issue that we have is that real estate agents in general have this glamorous thinking that it's going to be like HGTV, where they're going to go out, they're going to show properties.
Well, that's not the case, and you know, real estate agents and consumers, quite frankly, you know, it's not HGTV. You know, like people say to me all the time, well, on TV or on HGTV, or you know, they said, so who's that, first of all? And you throw the disc, throw the CD, throw that stuff in the trash. It doesn't not real world experiences. You know, agents they get into it for sometimes for the wrong reasons because they think it's quick money, or it can be a part-time gig, which it can be. You know, real estate can be a part-time thing for people, and they can be very successful at it as well. But then it depends on your personal situation as well. You know. Failure, I mean, for me personally, failure is never an option for anything. That goes back to the person's personality. You know, they may be scared to do their first transaction, but after they do that, I've seen agents come in this industry scared to death of their own shadow and become superstars once trained properly. And I guess that leads off to your training question. If you're trained properly and trained correctly, you can be a superstar in this industry.